I would probably cream my Dockers if I'm gonna say the Cubs if the Bears ever had a quarterback like Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I saw a stat today.
What would we
about
talk
him.
about? Like
Fun
if we had a
stuff.
quarterback, what would we talk about? Nothing.
Happiness, emotional stability.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
Welcome back to episode 102 of the Shy Sports Weekly podcast. Kyle, Ty, how we doing, boys?
What's going on, fellas? Bears
up?
are back. It's sucking. That was a fun week we had. You got to cherish those 7 days between games. We were lucky the Bears won on Thursday night earlier, so we could have 10.
We are at the
really relish
at the bottom of the roller coaster right now, like
Yeah, this thing is-
below ground level.
I don't think it's going to get better anytime soon. Fields is already ruled out for next week. Tyson Bagent, not the savior. Sad. I don't remember what our take was. If we said we said fuck it, he's going to be good, or pump the brakes, he's going to stink. I'm assuming we probably said the latter.
I think we just liked some of the things we saw to him. Weren't expecting.
So then
him to be,
said the former. Then we were pumping his tires. Then
yeah,
shocker.
we were. I did see some things I liked out of him, but it was like one throw would be fantastic, and he looked like a real NFL quarterback, and then the next would be like, okay, this looks like there's a punter taking snaps out there under center.
Ty, did you watch the game yesterday?
I watched some of it till I fell asleep.
Jesus Christ.
It was a snooze fest, dude. What can I say?
I guess basically, did you watch the start of the game? Did you see the very first play of the game?
No.
The pass, the 41-yard dime.
Absolute dime.
No,
and
not gonna lie.
Moody was not down on that play.
No, it was bullshit. Why does he not just keep running? The whistle only
running.
stopped because he was frolicking around, is what
I think there was a guy, like a safety downfield, that might have tackled him, but still.
Still could have got 30 more yards. They would have got a field goal. Changes the whole complexion of the game. They only lose by 16.
The whole complexion.
It kind of does. I'm not saying the
here's-
Bears would still got his fucking smoke, but just
Here's
in
one.
general.
I knew that it wasn't going to end well for the Bears early, like days ago, when I saw that the spread was 9.5. I'm like, this is a fishy, rotten line right here. Makes no sense. Bears were 2-5 going into the game, and the Chargers were 2-4, I think. Or the other way around, maybe.
I don't know. Ty, can you look that up? What the Chargers record was? Let's see if I
Anyways,
can find
both
it real
teams
quick.
had 2 wins.
Yeah, 2-4 versus 2-5.
And the Chargers, I forget who they played last week, but they did not look good. And the Bears just came off a romping of the Raiders.
They played the Chiefs. They lost to the Cowboys and the Chiefs the last 2 games.
Yeah. So, coming into the week, you're like, all right, I would expect the Bears to be underdogs. It's in LA, but 9.5, I was like, this is just a bait. This is such a trap. And it was.
I would probably cream my Dockers if I'm gonna say the Cubs if the Bears ever had a quarterback like Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I saw a stat today.
What would we talk
him.
about? Like
Fun
if we had a
stuff.
quarterback, what would we talk about?
Happiness, emotional stability. I saw a stat today about Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I think his record when the Chargers defense gives up less than 28 points, which is like a lot of points.
Speaking
When the
of creaming
Chargers defense
Dockers,
gives up less than 28 points, he's 22-6.
that's good.
So, and I
their-
think I
their
also heard
defense
that
has a lot of guys. I feel.
I think I heard that since he entered the league, of all active quarterbacks, he has the most losses.
Damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So he's.
That's
those two
surprising.
stats combined together, what does that tell you? He's kind of just getting fucked by his defense.
Yeah, that's good to think of it. No, who actually was playing well? This has nothing to do with the Bears game. Kirk Cousins, poor bastard. Really starts. Probably the best football he's playing in his life.
I know. They just came off like a big win against the Niners, put themselves back in the hunt realistically.
Yeah, and they were winning, beating the
hate to see
Packers to
those
be
injuries like that.
4-4. Yeah, I know that sucks, but
Like as much as they're a division rival, and as much as like we hate Aaron Rodgers for the majority of our existence, like you still hate to see those guys go down like that.
now say that if the Bears were in a playoff fighting for the NFC North with the Vikings and that happened, would part of you be like, oh, dang, that sucks, but you wouldn't be like that upset?
Yeah, I mean, he's still who knows how much he's made in his lifetime. His net worth is probably northwards
I
of
think
100 million.
I bet you it's north of 200 million.
Yeah. Cousins.
That's another one. Ty, can you look that one up? I don't know if can you look that one up?
I mean, he did sign a big deal.
Cousins
Couple years
he
contract.
ago.
signed a 3. Yeah, Kirk Cousins' career earnings. He signed that 3-year, I want to say $94 million ticket with Minnesota. And then he had a couple franchise tags with
231.6 milli.
Yeah.
You were
He's
saying
still
over 100
wearing,
mil.
like,
It's
he's still
well
wearing
over 200
Dockers.
mil.
Still wearing Dockers and pearl snap shirts from Kohl's.
That's how you stay rich, baby.
Get off your high
I mean,
horse over there.
I'm just saying. I respect his game. That's
I would honestly
that's made
cream
in
my
America
Dockers
right
if the
there.
I'd cream my Dockers if the Bears ever had a quarterback like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I know. I was talking with someone at work today. Would you rather have Justin Fields or CJ Stroud?
CJ Stroud.
Okay, I agreed. Would you rather have CJ Stroud or Caleb Williams?
CJ Stroud.
Yep, I said the same thing.
That's why we're friends. Caleb Williams seems like such a little bitch.
Sports podcast hosts.
Yeah. Getting a workout in beforehand.
Yeah, he does. And now he's talking about partial ownership of an NFL team. Like,
That's fake. That has to be fake. Like, that just can't be real.
Yeah, maybe I got tricked by Twitter.
No, I mean, I saw that report too, but that can't be an actual, that's not legal.
Can't be commanding that shit.
Wasn't Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers trying to do that shit?
Maybe.
Someone was.
If anyone has
I
a
just
leg
don't-
to stand on, it's him. Or Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But not Caleb
Not a
Williams,
guy
who's
who
never played a
paints his
snap in
fucking
the NFL.
fingernails to just piss off the other team. Can you imagine if he starts doing that shit in the NFL, where if he's painting his fingernails to, like, it says, like, fuck Green Bay, and then the Bears was by, 28. God
That would
damn
not
it.
end well.
No. That would suck. Oh,
Um,
I would. We're in agreement there. But back to the Bears. I don't even know what was positive. I felt like their tackling was just absolute poo.
Yep.
Like, everything about it was just, oh, this
Everything.
sucks. This is so
Like,
boring.
It legit looked like they were just playing like a team that was not. It was like a college versus an NFL team. Like, everything was so easy for the Chargers. Everything was so hard for the Bears.
Who do you think is the most fun team in the NFL to root for?
Probably the Chiefs.
You think? I was thinking about this today. So there's probably
the
3 or
Eagles.
4 teams. Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have to be because Tyreek Hill is just so fast.
Yeah, they're fun,
Jalen Waddle,
but they're frustrating. Like, being a fan of the Dolphins would be frustrating because they're just beating up on all these shitty teams, but then they lose when they play a team like the Bills or the Eagles. Like, they kind of got steamrolled by the Bills and the Eagles.
Yeah, I guess. I don't
So,
know. Maybe
back
I'm
to the
thinking
Bears
it from
real
just a non-fan perspective, but go ahead.
There's teams that are trying to trade for Jaylon Johnson before the deadline tomorrow. What are your thoughts on that?
Per sources,
Yeah. I don't know if it'll happen, but there's teams reaching out about him.
I say fuck it. Do it.
I think you should
Blow it up. Can you just really blow it up? You got to really hit rock bottom.
I think you should pay him. Like, what are you going to let him walk for? To hopefully find a guy that's as good as him?
No, I'm saying that jokingly. I think you definitely should pay him. Why the fuck would you not? You got to pay someone eventually.
Right.
Like, your defense kind of stinks. He's
He
not
could be
a
a piece
I
you could build around.
What do you think? You think he's a top 10 corner in the league? Top 15 for sure.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
He's definitely a number 1 corner,
Yeah,
on a
for
team.
sure. I agree.
So I wouldn't. I don't know what an astronomical asking price would be and if he's asking for that or not, but I don't know. Poles really hasn't divvied out a big contract to anyone in his time here, has he? Like a big contract? I mean, I know it's only been 2 years.
They paid Danny Trevathan, or not Trevathan,
Jesus.
Tremaine Edmonds.
And TJ Edwards. Yeah, but I wouldn't even say those are.
They're not huge. They're not mega deals.
No, not at all. And I think he would be kind of in that same
bracket.
Caliber. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pay bracket. And I don't even know if they're getting paid. So that's terrible research by me.
I say, yeah. The way I'm looking at it now is like invest in the defense or pay him. You're going to have probably 2 players on offense that you're going to draft next year within the top 5 to 7 picks and just have under team control for 5 years.
Do you know what the best case scenario would be for the Bears, actually? This is what I was thinking about on the way home. In a roundabout way, I think the best case scenario for them would be for them to not have the number 1 overall pick. That way, it's not even in your hands.
Wow, you really are high.
Yeah.
Do you know how much of a return they would be able to get with that pick?
You just have the 2nd and 3rd overall pick.
Why not just have the 1st and trade it down to 2 or 3, and also get like 5 other draft picks?
Yeah, because but then it's like if you trade it, and he's a fucking stud, you look like shit.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's just Bears all over again, and you're embarrassed. And if you don't even have the number 1 pick, you can't be embarrassed.
The fact that you think like that just is like kind of sad, because that just shows you what it's like to be a Bears fan. Like that just shows what they've done to you.
Yeah, I'm a beaten man. Yeah, I am.
Like, yeah, we need to be institutionalized.
That was, but damn, I actually might be really high. I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, no.
All right, would you rather have the 1st pick and the 4th pick, or the 2nd pick and the 3rd pick?
1st and 4th. You want that 1st pick, dude. Think about, like, there are going to be teams.
Yeah, but it's going to be the Mahomes. It's, know what it is? Damn, this is just really going to burst your bubble, or my bubble here. When, there was somebody at work today was asking me if, fucking Jimmy G, Jesus Christ. If the Bears would have drafted Mahomes, would he be Mahomes right now? I'd be like, I dead honest said no, he would legitimately probably be back up somewhere.
Who's
like
that?
It's just the Bears franchise themselves.
Oh, right.
They just ruin everyone.
No, I know.
Like it's just predetermined. It's predestined. The Bears are.
We've talked about this at length, but what gets me is it's like there's like a new shuffle of like front office coaches. Like it doesn't matter. It's like the logo. Like there's a stink on the logo.
We're jinxed.
Yeah,
we are jinxed, and it's creeping into every aspect of my Bears fandom. And that's why I don't want them to have the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah,
you're telling me if they get the number 1 overall pick, whichever quarterback they let go, if it's Fields or if it's they don't draft Caleb Williams, whoever is not on the Bears roster of those 2, that person is going to be monitoring that forever,
obviously.
Actually, here, you want to hear a real high thought?
Yeah, sure.
No matter what the Bears get, even if it is the number 1 pick, they get rid of Fields and then they don't draft Caleb Williams, and they just go for someone else.
Like Drake May?
No, I mean like trade for someone.
Oh, okay.
Like Kyler Murray.
It's a possibility. What
about Kyler Murray?
I'm not a Kyler Murray fan.
What if? Oh, now I don't even know where we're going with this, but
here's what I actually thought of yesterday.
Oh, wait, I'm talking. I got the mic. Can I mute you? Shut up.
Kyle's on Bears?
What if the Bears
just throwing a bunch of bad ideas at us?
The Bears had the 1st overall pick, right?
Yeah.
Would you trade that to the Cardinals for their 1st round pick? Say it's number 3 and Kyler Murray.
I'm not convinced on Kyler Murray. I'm really not.
You wouldn't do that.
No.
Dude, you are crazy. And then think you could flip Fields for.
What's Kyler Murray's contract status even? Like you would trade for him and then you'd have to pay him. a shit ton of money. And then what if he's not good?
Listen, you think I've thought that through? No.
Here's what I thought yesterday.
He's probably gotten out soon.
While watching the game. Like, Bajent he's not ready to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Has he shown some flashes, made some good throws? Yes. But obviously, he's an unpolished rookie. He's clearly an undrafted free agent that they signed. I doubt it's going to happen before 4 o'clock tomorrow, but what if a team like the Falcons just traded for Justin Fields? And then you ride out the rest of the season with Bajent as your quarterback, probably lose the rest of the games, maybe win 1 or 2, but you're kind of solidifying the fact that you're going to have at least one top 3 pick.
So what if they have it's 2 and 3 then? In this scenario,
you guys are throwing around a lot of fucking what ifs and who's and what's, dude.
That's the trade deadline, dude. Come on.
Oh, hey, did you know John Fox works for the Lions?
Is he like a front office guy?
No, I don't know. I mean, they just showed the sideline. It looks like he's like a defensive analyst or some shit. There's somebody who looked exactly like John Fox.
I did not know that.
Very high. No, Max, I'm debunking Max's theory there. Because then what if Bajent somehow is good enough where they go 4-13 and they get the 2nd and 3rd overall pick?
There's nothing.
Then you're not getting Caleb Williams.
Okay.
You don't have Justin Fields. So then you're at Drake May, who just lost to Georgia Tech. And this goes.
Who cares about that, dude?
This is right back into my theory. You can't draft a first-round quarterback from North Carolina again.
USC has lost 3 games in a row.
What did you say? Well, yeah. But to Notre Dame and to at least a decent opponent.
And I'm sorry. They lost 2 of their last 3, and they barely beat fucking Cal by 1. I don't know. I think reality, like Psalm just said, we're throwing out a bunch of crazy shit. Reality is Fields is going to come back. He's going to play the final 6 games.
He's going to be the starting quarterback next year, and this is all going to be a moot point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you not? Yeah, fuck, you should just bring him back. Why not?
And full circle, brother.
I think what's really going to happen, though, is he's going to be on the roster through the end of the season, and they're going to have a top, maybe number 1 overall pick, and now they're going to have to make a decision.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. That's why I think you just don't get the number 1 pick. You just trade for 2 and 3.
Jesus.
All right. Would you rather have 1 and 15 or 2 and 3?
2 and 3.
Okay. Where is the cutoff then? 1 and what? 1 and 10 or 2 and 3? Where is that cutoff?
Probably 1 and 10 maybe.
Okay. I'm glad we figured that out. But
yeah, I guess.
How pissed is Ty that he told us beforehand we need to make an outline?
No.
We just spent 10 minutes talking about which
I loved every second of that. I just think you're both so fucking delusional as to what's gonna happen. I heard 12 different theories as to what's gonna fucking happen next, dude.
Tell me what theory you think is gonna happen.
Have you seen this organization?
What happens next is Justin Fields is the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears until his contract is up, and then they decide what happens with him. And even with the first pick, dude, I don't think you take Caleb Williams. I think that's a dumb fucking move. I think putting all your eggs in one basket in a college quarterback is a ridiculous concept.
Wait a minute. You think it's dumb to take a quarterback first overall, or you think it's dumb to take Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams specifically, but I just
you don't think he's the guy.
No.
I mean, look at the Bears could basically follow the model that the Bengals did. They could take Caleb Williams, and then they could get Marvin Harrison with theoretically the 3rd or 4th pick, and then it would be the Burrow and Chase setup.
It's not often that you just get a college kid come in and take over the reins, dude. It's just not likely. You're still going to be stuck with him. It's
not often, but people are talking about this kid like he is that guy, pal.
When I see it, I'll believe it, but I just never trust it, ever.
I'm with you. That's why I said today, I was I would rather have C.J. Stroud because I've seen him succeed at the NFL.
That's why I would rather have Justin Fields than Caleb Williams because I've seen what he can do, dude.
I forgot that I pulled up the Kyler Murray contract and I just never said anything. He's owed about like $35 million a year for each of the next 24, 25, 5 years.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I don't know how that works if they cut him at some point, but yeah, whatever. Would you do this if the Bears did get the first overall pick, which again I'm against? Would you take Caleb Williams and keep Justin Fields on the roster, have them both on the roster next year, and just have the ultimate QB competition? Can you imagine? The Bears would be on Hard Knocks so fast.
They would be on Hard Knocks. We're just Hard Knocks real fast.
When was the last time that's happened?
There's a podcast. You got to use your words. At the Bears were on Hard Knocks?
When was the last time that a player was selected first overall and then had to sit behind another quarterback first overall? I can't recall that ever happening.
So you're saying most first overall picks start immediately?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. Alex Smith. Did he start right away? Patrick, are you saying the number one overall, not just a first rounder?
Yes. I'm not saying a first round pick.
Vince Young.
Number one overall.
Vince Young. Maybe, I don't know.
Pretty sure he played right away.
I don't know, dude.
Let's go to the honest days, huh?
I don't know. You could just name this episode. I don't know.
All right.
I don't fucking know.
We'll close Bears talk with this. Do you think they stand pat at the deadline for the most part?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they would actually do.
There's talk about them trading for Chase Young or like Montez Sweat and getting a defensive end from the Commanders.
I think if it's
I think the only two realistic possibilities are getting them adding and getting one of those two. Them selling Jaylon Johnson, or the longest possible shot would be trading Justin Fields to a team that needs a quarterback. A lot of teams had quarterbacks go down with injuries.
The Minnesota Vikings.
He's from Atlanta. They just benched Desmond Ridder. Matthew Stafford is going on IR.
The Rams aren't trading for Fields. No fucking shot.
No. I don't
would you trade, or if you were Poles, what would you want in return for Justin Fields?
Probably a second round pick.
Oh, damn! That seems kind of. I was gonna say that seems kind of steep, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of cheap. Mm-hmm. So I'm not too sure. I'll say a second round pick makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
You're a genius. All right. We could go on this days. Sorry for everyone who's still listening, because that was just brutal.
I think they enjoyed that. There was a lot of filibustering. It could all be a complete waste of time, because none of it could be real by 4:00 tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't even I wouldn't even say filibustering. That was just from the heart. I was legitimately thinking of this on the ride home today. I was like, the Bears should not have the number one overall pick. Yeah. They're going to fuck it up, and it's just going to how about even Sunday Night Football yesterday with that fucking QB graphic? That was brutal.
It was.
I'm tired of being on the butt end of the joke. I don't want to be the one making the joke. I mean,
someday.
Come on.
You know what? We could at least joke a little bit about Jordan Love, because the Packers
that was awesome.
The Packers somehow look worse than the Bears.
I say that was awesome, but I bet the Packers. They were in my picks last week, and I thought I was so sharp. And I was like, damn, this is going to be crazy.
They are toast.
And it is nice to see.
It's just barking. It's nice to see them have, problems that we've dealt with for our entire lives while they've had elite quarterback play.
Yeah, no, they fucking went 30. It was 32 years the last time a non-Favre Rodgers quarterback lost to the Vikings.
I saw the Brewers have more wins in October than the Packers.
Yeah, I was flaunting that one to a Packers fan today too, and he said, "Yeah, well, that win was against the Cubs." I was like, "Shit."
What an answer.
And then I told him I don't want the Bears to have another one pick.
You crawled under your desk. I know. He probably heard you say that, and he's like, "You need some help, brother."
He saw I was the weakest link that he could attack.
And he felt bad for you.
Then he sent me home.
Take the afternoon.
Oh, God, I don't even know where. Ty, you're right. We need an outline.
No, we don't. We're good. Go to the On This Days.
I don't know where we were at. All right, November 2nd, 2016. Cubs win the World Series. Best day of my life. Happiest I've ever been.
Greatest game of all time was played on a Tuesday night in Cleveland.
I was thinking of this. Like, do you think that is actually the greatest baseball game that has ever been played? No bias. I mean, no Cubs bias at all.
I think it's impossible to answer that question without bias.
Okay, then answer it with bias. Answer it with one bias.
Yes, the answer is yes.
I'm trying to think of other games in our.
I mean, that Yankees-Red Sox Game 7 where Aaron Boone hits that walk-off home run.
Yeah. I think Rajay tying it in the 8th with that 3-run homer.
What about the Cardinals with David Freese?
That was another one. That was one that was. Those are the two I was thinking of right away. With Game 7 for the Cubs. Was that Game 6? Yeah, that was Game 6. And then
those are the first two that immediately come to mind. But I'm just playing devil's advocate here because I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Those are my top 3.
Yeah.
All right, now since we're talking top 3, fuck, marry, kill those 3 games.
I'm obviously marrying the Cubs Game 7. Probably fucking the Yankees Game 7 and then killing the Cardinals Game 7 or whatever game that was because I hate the Cardinals.
Oh, see, I think I'm fucking David Freese. I'm fucking that.
I mean,
that game was awesome.
It was sick. Not going to deny it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the Yankees at all. So,
where were you when the Cubs won the World Series?
It's a good question. I don't even remember the name of the bar, which is kind of stupid, but it was somewhere north on Clark.
I can't believe we were watching it together, honestly.
We literally talked about, I'm having deja vu. We talked about this like 3 weeks ago. Okay. We had this exact conversation, dude.
What do you think me and Max talk about?
I guess.
It's literally just the Cubs.
Cubs World Series Day.
I was in grad school then, not a big deal. And I had a test that day, and I made up some excuse that I was very ill and couldn't make it to class. And if I could get the test pushed back to whatever, a couple days. And my teacher was like, no, it needs to be done right now. And I'm assuming he knew I wasn't sick. So he gave me an online version, and I had to take it on the Metro on the way down because it had to be in by 7 o'clock.
Did you pass?
I got a 41%.
That's not passing unless there was quite the curve.
I mean, I got my degree, so it worked out. But yeah, that was what a game, what a sport.
I went to a local watering hole in the town that I grew up in and bought
for you guys
an entire case of Old Style and just started handing them out to people.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a power move. We should just start doing that more.
If there was a time to do it, it was then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't play as well if you beat the Brewers on a Tuesday in April.
It plays, but not as well.
No, definitely not as well. Hey, you said there was no Cubs news. Something just came on my ticker here that the Cubs are perhaps the top positional free agent for Shohei Ohtani come this offseason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're linked to everybody.
Sahada Sharma.
They're linked to everybody. They're linked to Ohtani. They're linked to Juan Soto. David Kaplan won't shut up about Juan Soto going to the Cubs.
They can't afford any of them.
Wait, who won't shut up about it? Kaplan?
Yeah, he's been tweeting a lot about it.
Has he? I haven't seen any. You're a Twitter guy. That'd be fun. We don't have to talk about that, though.
So, Alonso, Soto, Ohtani. I mean, they got to get one of them, and yeah.
Ty, you see how quick we just go right into Cubs talk?
Hopefully they can keep
I'm aware, dude. Hey, this is our 102nd episode. I got the program
now.
Go
to the next one. What's the next?
Don't fuck
what's the next down to stay?
Don't fuck with me. The next on this day is, let's see. Oh, November 4th, 2013. I remember watching this Bears-Packers game in your dorm room, Max. As 9.5-point dogs, the Bears beat the Packers in Lambeau on Monday Night Football. This was when Shea McClellan broke Aaron Rodgers' collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
This was the game.
I guess that answers your question about if we were rooting for injuries, because I think we were all pretty happy to see that happen to Aaron Rodgers, as fucked up as that might sound.
Yeah, no, that wasn't good. No. Fuck, I remember that. We were pumped. But it gave us the great screen grab of the game picks on the Monday Night Countdown, and everybody has the Packers besides Ditka, and he has the Bears, and he's just going nuts.
Yep. He's like doing this, like he's like trying to explain to people why.
Yeah, and it's like a very heartfelt, like, this is why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute hero.
But that was I think that was the start of the Josh McCown just absolutely dominating. 272 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yep. That was where the bromance with him and Alshon Jeffrey probably started.
Do you think that is the most notable play of Shea McClellan's Bears career?
Yes.
Right.
Like if he walked into a bar in Chicago, someone in there would be like, "Hey, I'm buying you a beer. Thanks for breaking Aaron Rodgers' collarbone."
Just for that game?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up, but yeah, I think the same, to be honest.
Not saying I endorse it or promote it.
Welcome to Chicago, baby.
Would you buy him a beer for that?
I'd buy him a beer. I wouldn't say anything. Might think it.
I like that. You're a good guy for that. All right. Last on this day, this is kind of a crazy one. So November 6th, 2018, the Blackhawks fired Joel Quenneville as their head coach, and then they hired Jeremy Colleton. And then November 6th, 2021, the Blackhawks fired Jeremy Colleton.
Wow.
3 years to the day of hiring him, they fire him.
Time is a flat circle.
Jeremy Colleton, kind of a little bitch. 2, Quenneville, where do you think he ranks on Chicago sports winning head coaches power ranking? So Ozzie, Ditka, Quenneville, Madden, and Phil Jackson. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even think of the 5.
Phil Jackson's number 1. I would probably, if it's a popularity contest, then Ditka's number 2. But my list would probably be Phil Jackson, Joel Quenneville. I'm torn.
This is good, right?
Yeah, probably.
I would think you have to say Ditka, Madden, and then
Joe Madden, then Ozzie. Yep.
Put it to the Twitter poll.
All right, so I posted that Twitter poll. Who is the power rank these 5 Chicago coaches? Ditka, Madden, Phil Jackson, Ozzie Guillen, and Quenneville. I would agree with you, Max. I think I'd go Jackson. Phil Jackson has to be 1, Quenneville 2, Ditka 3, Joe Madden 4, Ozzie Guillen 5.
Yep. Right. I think that's a sensible list, but I will say I think there's probably a lot. No discrimination. I think there's a lot of people out there though that aren't hockey fans, so they might not put Quenneville as high on the list as we would.
So wouldn't that be discrimination?
No, I'm saying I'm not discriminating.
Oh, thank you.
Other people would.
Thank you for not discriminating. That means a lot.
Welcome. Like, I think there's a lot of Chicagoans that would just immediately put Ditka at 1 or 2, just bulldoze him up to the top of the list.
We'll take a peek here in a little bit to see where the people stand. But yeah, that was a great question. Whoever thought of that, shout out to us.
Probably a guy in a lime green sweatshirt.
Yeah, bright lime green. This is a bright sweatshirt. All right, gambling picks. May I interest you in some gambling picks?
You may. Do you have the current standings?
I do, yeah. Updated. Max, me and you both went 2-2 last week. So you were at 14-6, and I'm at 9-11.
Is 14-6 good?
Depends.
I had another high thought that I kind of don't want to say anymore. And then Ty, you went 2-1-2. So you are 8-11-1. No, Max, what I was thinking is, do you think that a record of 12-4 looks worse than 14-6? That's a high thought. I was like, damn, I think 14. You went 2-2. I was like, he's 14-6. Damn. And I was like, that's way better than 12-4. Wait, it's not. So,
it's probably the exact same winning percentage.
No, it's a little lower.
Slightly lower, yeah, actually.
Slightly stupid.
So it is a little worse.
It is a little worse, yeah. But I thought it was way better. I'm an idiot.
Still pretty fucking good.
That's 70%. You're hitting.
Straight
you're
up
sharp.
Unsustainable is what it is.
You're sharp right now, is what you are. I just want you to know that.
What sharps would do is fade my next few picks because I'm bound to regress. But I say fuck the system.
I say fuck the system.
By that logic, the sharp should tail mine and Ty's picks.
Fade me.
Yeah, right. For sure, fade you.
Well, right, not Ty.
Never fade me, dude. I'm a fucking
gambling
genius after I go 2-1. Dolphins plus 2.5 against the Chiefs, dude. After what I saw this week out of the Chiefs, bunch of fucking frauds.
So, we're starting with dogs right off the bat. We're going dogs.
I guess I had it as my top pick, so we're going.
You're
dogs.
Going dogs because my dogs are barking.
Yeah, literally.
I'm going Texas minus 2.5.
You're gonna call the Chiefs
against the Bucs
a bunch of frauds? I take exception to that.
Big Chiefs fan, are you?
How about this for that?
Sorry, go. Sorry, what was yours, Kyle? Texans minus 2.5.
Yeah, Texans minus 2.5. How about the Chiefs? So they're playing in Germany. Let's take that into consideration. The Chiefs are leaving on Thursday, I think, for a Sunday game. The Dolphins already left. I think Dolphins first half might be a play. So just keep that in your back pocket and smoke it. Okay.
That's a good intangible piece of information there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Max. Let's see. Oh, is he frozen?
Damn, there's some good games next week.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games. A lot of good games.
Was I frozen?
Yeah, you were.
I think you still are.
All right. All right.
I can hear him just fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Good. How do you not come prepared?
What do you see in the Saints line at Saints Bears?
7.5.
It takes me 2 seconds.
Oh, man.
So you're not going to give me the hook?
I'll give you it. Yeah, I just said 7.5. That's what the line is.
Fuck it, dude. I know. Fuck it. I like the Bengals right now. I think Burrow's healthy. I think they're clicking. It's tough against the Bills, but at home, I'll take Bengals.
That is a tough one. I like it. Good pick.
Back to me, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I'm going Colts minus 3 against the Panthers.
That's an interesting one. Because I'm going to do Panthers plus 3 against the Colts.
Look at you guys.
We have a head. And this might be our first head-to-head of the season.
I think it is. Well, that's not.
We're touching tips at the head.
Yeah, I guess so. How about that? I'll fucking. You want to put some real money on it?
I mean, I will.
Say like 10 grand?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe minus 1-0.
Talk about a line that makes no sense. How about New England being favored by 3 over the Commanders?
Yeah, I know. I was telling Ty before we started. My last week, I made 2 absolute picks that made no sense. The line made no sense, and I went 1-1. So we're still looking for a trend in the no sense line.
All right, I'm gonna go. I think Seattle's getting a little disrespected here. I'll go Seahawks plus 5.5 in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, I'm going Browns Cardinals over 37.5.
Jesus. You're going to bet the over on that?
I sure am.
Do you know Clayton Tune is is starting that game
Excuse
for the Cardinals. Clayton Tune.
Excuse you.
I did
not
not
see
know
that actually.
I did not know that.
Do you want to change your pick?
Nope.
All
Wow.
right, good.
I respect that.
It's just, yeah, seriously, it's great. It's great of you to be so bold. Oh, it's my pick. Sorry, shit. I'm going Giants, Raiders over 38.5. That's a gross pick. Max B.
I'm gonna stick with this Bengals-Bills game. I'm going over 48.5.
Yeah, I feel like that should be a little lower. That's definitely gonna hit. That's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rematch of the the DeMar Hamlin situation from last year, right?
Yeah, it actually is. I think that was
That's
on Monday.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. They put it on primetime.
Yeah.
That's like terrorizing the guy.
You think that wasn't by design, dude?
Definitely was by design, but still fucked up.
True.
Kind of cool.
All right. I'm going Vikings Falcons under 37.5.
It's a good call.
That's still such a low number, though.
Yeah, that is. I'm going Chargers Jets under 41.5. Monday night next week.
Interesting.
Max B, finish us.
Finish on them.
Fuck, I
Finish
feel like
it,
the over in
Ryan.
that Cowboys-Eagles game. I'm gonna go. Is this what I'm gonna go?
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm gonna go Vikings Falcons under 37.5. Assuming the Vikings don't trade for a quarterback.
Did you hear Ty took that exact same pick?
No, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention.
Shocker. You want to pick something else, or you really want?
No,
to just ride with
I
that?
thought he took the Cardinals. Oh, he took the over in the Cardinals-Browns game.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Give me the under in the Packers-Rams game, 39.5.
Don't hate that either.
Stafford's out. The Packers are horrible.
Yeah, that is true. Ty, you got a Sporcle for us?
Yeah, I got 3 to choose from. 2012 to 2013 Chicago Blackhawks. They just give you the number, and you got to tell me the player. I was mostly.
Give me that one. Give me that one. Let's do that one right now.
I mostly just want to see how quick Kyle can fucking do
here's
it.
what we should do for that one. Is let me go for the. How long is the quiz?
It's a 10-minute timer for 26 names.
All right, let me go for the first 2 minutes until I can't anymore, and then let's let Kyle clean up the rest.
All right. This will be fucking ripe.
2012 to 2013. This is
like the 2012, 2013.
Okay. He probably already knows them in his head without seeing the numbers.
Dude, no doubt. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm good. Keith. Jalmerson. It's HJ. Kyle, you're gonna have to spell this one.
Just keep going. I'll look it up.
Seabrook. Sharp.
HJ ALMARSSON.
SSON.
Yeah.
Taves. Kane. Hosa. Crawford. Was Roosevelt on this team?
Yeah, 32. ROSIVAL.
Or is it Z?
Oh, or maybe it's SZ.
Was he not on this team?
ROZSIVAL.
ROZS.
IVAL.
Yikes.
What about Jesus?
Yep.
Spell it for me.
Hand.
DZUS.
ZUS. Hand ZUS.
The fuck's that guy's name? Brian Bickle.
Yep.
Fuck. What was the? Is Dustin Bufflin on this team?
No.
Cristobal Huey.
No.
Some of these numbers, man.
So many numbers.
Brandon Saad.
Yep.
It's S. Yeah, there you go. Am I missing some obvious ones here?
Maybe.
Obvious to Kyle.
Who was the other goalie?
He passed away.
Really?
Yeah, Ty, you're gonna have to cut out the dead spots here. Just want to let you know that.
Was the Lamont guy on their team?
No.
Scott Darling?
No.
All right, I give up. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kyle. Let her rip.
All right. 8 is Letty. Leddy. DD.
Nick Leddy.
11, try Jeremy Morin. Morin. I think that might be it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Number 13, Carcillo. 16, Kruger. UE, yeah. Brook Bank. Mayers, Mayers. Stahlberg. Oduya. Emery.
Johnny Oduya, baby.
Ray Emery. ERY.
Ray Emery. He passed
EMERY.
away.
Yeah, he drowned. 36, Dave Boland. 39. It's a good one. 39 might stump the Schwab. We'll move past that. Brandon Bolig. Shaw.
Terrible. Oh,
Ben
Shaw,
Smith.
that was an easy one.
Oh, Frolik. 67 Frolik. And then 39 for the Hawks. You put
Number 39 for the Blackhawks.
you put Jimmy Hayes? Wow.
It took you a minute and a half to clean up what Max could not accomplish in 3 minutes.
Jimmy
And it
Hayes.
took you
Wow, so
guys
the
a
Hawks had
combined
2 guys who have passed away on that team.
434.
That was pretty Rayman-ish of Kyle there.
I don't know why I'm good with numbers. Crazy. Shit.
I have an idea why, dude. And it rhymes
I'll be honest with you. I don't feel bad
spectrum.
about the names that I don't feel bad about most of the names that I missed. Pretty happy with all the ones I got to.
No, you did very good.
Do you guys want one more? I got one more if you're interested.
You ask Max.
Sure.
Chicago Bears 100-yard rushers. What do you say?
Didn't we do that?
No, from
100 yard?
Yeah, from
100-yard rushers in
1970
one
to
game. There's probably been
2014.
hundreds of them.
There hasn't been. There's been 22 of them to do it, some of them multiple times.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the other quiz you have?
That was it.
Oh, I thought you said you had 3 of them.
Yeah, I exited out because...
77 times. I'm going to guess that's Walter Payton.
That's a good guess. All right, you got 3 minutes, 22 answers. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Peyton. Thought you were just going to put that. Foreman.
Jones.
Foreman.
4. F-4-A.
Fields.
I don't think he ever has. I don't think Foreman ever has. Jones.
Yeah, didn't Deontay Foreman run for last week? Benson.
This quiz was created. It's between 1970 and 2014. You dingbat.
2013.
Benson. Hurry up. Salam.
Thomas.
Salam is Salaam.
Forte.
Yeah, Forte. Jordan Howard.
Taylor. No, it's through 2013 only.
Oh.
Taylor, no.
Matsui.
Damn, dude, I don't know shit about Bears running backs. No, it's just Suey. Suey.
No, it's not Stewie's. No, who was that other? There was another running back that you mentioned. Already?
Yeah, I give up. Chester Taylor.
Marion Barber.
Cedric Benson. Marion Barber. That's a good one. 2015, 2016. Like Adrian Peterson.
Read my mind, dude.
Wow.
Damn.
That's insane.
That was kind of hot. It was hot. Hot. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm close to giving up here. If not,
Same.
I have given up.
I give up. Word, dude. Give up.
Give up.
Yeah, give up. Give up.
Neil Anderson.
That was the guy.
You did get Suey. I spelled it
was on the list.
I mean, there's Khalil Bell. Jesus Christ. I mean, those other guys, there's no way we would have got him. Who the fuck is Brad Mustard?
Oh, Bobby Douglas, dude? You don't know?
Oh, actually, that was one we probably should have gotten. Not the best, but not the best, but the best one yet.